Good morning, all. Here I am, Rahul Pandey. I'm going to teach you the subject electrical engineering, and my I am referred to teach you that is the network, analog electronics, and the power electronics. And in this class, we have to going to see the various application part of electrical engineers. First, we have to going to teach you about the network part today. We have to understand the application usage and its nature, electricity nature. So then we have to firstly focus on the application area. And the electricity has the many applications. We have to see in our household there is a various electrical appliances such as fan, laptop, computers, um, water heater, washing machine. All these things are run through the electricity, and there is a the electricity used in everywhere in our day-to-day life as well as industrial application and more. What the electrical engineer do? Electrical engineer help you to design and control technique in the electrical domain, distribution of electricity and more. Before the distribution of electricity, what we have to need that is the generation of electricity, then transmission of the electricity, and then distribution of the electricity in house to house. That you have to learn in the power system subject. Electrical system divided electrical engineering theoretical and practical approach divided into 10 basic parts, that is the analog electronics, digital electronics, power electronics, network and analysis, signal system, control system, and all that. And there is a very popular software in the electrical domain, that is the MATLAB. MATLAB means matrix laboratory. It helps to figure and control the various part. We have to learn some basic idea about the MATLAB. You have to also search on the Google and YouTube to make your note about more stuff about the MATLAB. Now in the today class, students, I am going to teach you the just the basic part, that is the network. Network is the basic subject of all electrical engineering. All electrical engineering theories. In this part, we will going to discuss and introductions part. We are going to discuss and introduce the introduction part of the networks, elements, closed loops, open loops, sources, loads, various electrical, various electrical element, measuring instrument. These all things are studied in this. Now I am going to start just the basic part, that is the charge. Charge is a concept. Charge is a concept. It is given by the Benjamin Franklin. In the 12th class, in the 9th, 12th, and 11th, we have to coming out by going to that part. If some of you are going to prepare yourself from the IITs, NITs admissions for your BTech courses, but everything is okay. We have to just start from the scratch to the level of what network is. The charges is already tell you, it is written here also. The charges concept is given by the Benjamin Franklin. and it is the atomic property of the matter, that is the electron, proton, and neutron, and its unit is coulomb. Unit means what we have to study. We have to study about the unit and dimension in class 12th, means distance, distance in meter, quantity in kg. Everything is have some unit. Just like that, the charges have unit also. That is measured in the coulomb. And as there is three basic parts of the charges. That is the electron, proton, neutron, and there is a negative charges for the electrons. There is a negative charges for the electron, positive charges for the proton, and the no charges. There is a neutron. Neutron have no charges because there is an equal amount of the electron and equal amount of the proton, and one charges particles having the value of 1.602 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. And further, we have already tell you electron is have the negative values, the proton have the positive value, and the neutron have the no charges value. And the second concept I am going to teach you about the current electron volta. It is the time taken for, of changing the charges having the unit ampere. What is current? It is what is current? The time rate of the change of the charges. What amount of the charges going to change through a circuit? The time rate of that's the time rate changes is called current. Its unit is ampere. That is given as IT is equal to dq by dt, and thus qt is equal to idt. Then the 1 ampere current, 1 ampere concept. While solving the numerical, we have to reference values of the motion of the flow of the current. While solving the numerical, we have to take the reference value and if the motion of flow of the current means we have to take the reference value first, whether the current move in the clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. While solving the numerical, we have to fix one direction before solving it and then complete that numerical part. Excuse me, friends. One second. One second. One second. One second. Under type of the current and voltages, direct current volt and alternative current voltages. Voltages concept is type of the current. There are there are two type of the quantities we have to going to study, that is the direct and alternative. For the current, it is the direct current and alternative current, as well as for the voltage, it is direct voltage or alternative voltage. Direct means what we have to get the energy from the battery sources, cell sources, that is the direct voltage and energy, and that is the direct source, and whatever we get from the supply station, that is the alternative current and voltage. And now the further move, we have to concept of the voltage. Some energy are the, that is also given by the Alexander Volta. some energy or work done is required to transfer the electron. Some energy, some amount of the energy and work done is required some kind of the energy, and that energy is created from the electron to transfer the electron from the one place to another place. That is called the voltage or the potential difference. VAV. VAV means we can define the voltage at a potential difference also. Why it is a potential difference? Because the voltage is calculated within the 2 point, not to the single point. Voltage must be calculated within the 2 point. That is, suppose there is a 2 point like for the voltage sources, point A, point B. Point A, we can understand it. This is the online class, so it is difficult to make you understand. But suppose and there is a point A, there is a point B. Point A is positive, let's suppose point A is positive, point B is negative. Then VAB is equal to work done from point A to B. Work done from A to B means what? The number of the charges or the number of the charges flowing to the whole circuit. This completed circuit and come into the negative and come into the negative and come into the negative. That is the work done from A to B. If the value get reversed, that is VAB means what? The work done by the charge particle from B to A. Thus, we can say that it is one of the it is the work done from point B to A. Point B to A. And one of the point must be noted that the VAB is equal to minus of VBA. VAB is equal to minus of VBA means what? If the voltage having the same value, but the polarity is get reversed, then we have to calculate it is VAB and minus VAB. Polarity of the voltage depend upon the value of the direction of the flow of the voltage. That is VAB is equal to minus of VAB power. Voltage does not differ. We have to already tell you that a voltage does not determined at a single point. Means it required at least 2 points. In the 12th class, we have to read about it in the electrostatics chapter. The concept you have to learn that there is a point charge particle is kept, and around it there is a different positive charge particle, negative charge particle, positive, negative, positive, and then we have to calculate the total electrostatic force. The voltage is there. Then what we have to calculate by taking the test charge particle with as a reference. We have to calculate the various value of the voltage, that is from test charge particle to charge 1, from test charge particle to another point. We have to calculate the voltage like that. The test charge particles, we have to consume that there is a 3 volt, and other particles like 10 volt, 2 volt, 3 volt, 3 volt, 9 volt, 5 volt, just like this. Then the overall voltage around that point is VAB. Now we are going to take the next topic as power system. It is the time rate of expanding or absorbing the energy measured in watt. That is power P is equal to W by T. Work done by time. Work, it is the ratio of work done and the time period. And by further break the works, we have to get a power value, that is P is equal to V into T, and that we can say that power is a product of voltage and time and measure in watt, and it is measured in watt. in the numerical solution, there is we have to need to satisfy it. We need to satisfy, that is, it supplies the power or observing the power. By the sign convention, if the current enter into the negative terminal and leave the positive terminal, then it supply power to the load. What is supplying power? By the sign convention, if the current enter into the negative terminal and leave into the positive terminal, then it supply power to the load. Now the observing power is the current enter into the positive terminal and leave into the negative terminal. Then it absorbs the power from the source. And from above theoretical portion, we have to make a conclusion that observing observing power must be negative of the supply power, or supply power must be negative of the observing power. And as we know that the conservation of the energy neither be created nor be destroyed. It can only be changed from one to another without any destroy or losses. That is the within a circuit when you going through this circuit, this sigma zero as the to get the energy from one to another. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Since there are some interruption, so I make it correct. So it take some delay in my lectures, and then the sum of all. Then we come into a topic, that is the sum of all the power around. Sum of all the power within a circuit is zero at any instant. That also represent, that is the power absorbed by the power supply. What is the power delivered by the load? Oh, sorry. What is the power delivered by the source? Must be it consumed by the load. Whatever the load is associated with it. We can learn more about this power concept, charge, voltage, and every energy. In the we can understand it by the numerical in the further classes. Energy is the capacity to perform the work. We get the energy integrating the power from T1 to T2. That is the Wt is equal to integral of Pt within the time limit. T1 is anything, T2 is everything, T2 is also anything. But we have to know the time period. What is that? At what time the working gets started, and at what time T2 it gets stopped to works. That is the and what is the power consumption between these two time, that by integrating with the time, starting time and end of the time where the power is consumed, that we have to calculate the work and work done, and work done in the electrical domain are calculated in watt second, or it is given it is the unit is joules or watt second. And as we know that as we told you about the electricity in the household used, which is we get a bill for every month, that is calculated in the watt hour, and what and 1 watt hour is equal to 3600 joule. 3600 of joule they have to make a part of the calculation, and charges per unit. Electrical charge is equal to electrical energy used over the time period. Circuit parameter, it is the circuit parameter. We have to study the circuit parameter in the network domain as well as the various sources, and this is the part of that one, the circuit element. In the next class, we have to study it. Thank you for listening.